Hi everyone, my name's TSW. In this video, I just want to say that I am going to be producing some TBC content going forward on this YouTube channel. Okay, that's the announcement. And just so this video isn't just an announcement, I also want to cover some resources for actually playing the Burning Crusade. So let's go to my webpage with all of the links. These will all be in the description, and if you do have any information that you want to share for the Burning Crusade resources, please let me know in the description, as well as any YouTube channels or subreddits, web pages, whatever that you use. Please let me know in the comments and I'll add them to the description if I think they're really good. And if I get lots of them, I might make a follow-up video as well. So when you're in game, you can use Atlas Loot. It's a really good add-on. Most of you probably know about it, and you can find lots of different things. It is very limited though in what you can find. What you really want to use is a database. So this is TBCDB.com, and you can literally just type in whatever it is that you like. If you're familiar with Wowhead, here's Wowhead for retail. It's very similar to that in that you can just type what you want and you get lots of results. All of the NPCs with Illidan in the name, objects with Illidan in, quests with Illidan in, and obviously at some point we can find ourselves the boss in the Black Temple. See what his loot table is, very useful. So you really need to know where you can find a nice, good quality Burning Crusade database, because all the information is basically on there regarding what's in the game. An alternative to tbcdb.com is tbc-twinhead.twinstar.cz. So again, here we've got the same information, but it's presented a little bit differently. One of the downsides of these websites are the comments. They don't always have comments, whereas if you use the current day Wowhead, you can actually see the comments. So I use a combination of the three. I'd say 95% of the time it's TBCDB. If I can't find what I want from TBCDB, I might try Twinstar. But just if I want user comments for an item or something in the game, I will go to Wowhead. Now, if the item I know is a vanilla item or quest, I can also use the classic Wowhead as well, that people use for classic WoW. Next is subreddits. So we've got classic WoW TBC. Had a bit of a brain fart there. Classic WoW TBC is the subreddit, and this seems to be the one that has stuck in terms of TBC content. So you can see there's stuff as of a day or so ago being posted on here. So I expect this subreddit to be blowing up as we get closer to a hopeful TBC release from Blizzard. Next we have Legacywow.com. Now this is a website that comes up a lot when I'm researching things or want quick, cheap and cheerful guides and things like that on Google. Very good search engine optimization on this website. The issue is the quality of the guides. They do have a guide for everything being classes and professions, and there's not that much more on the website, unfortunately. They do have lots of add-ons. So if you're looking for add-ons, you'll often be sent to this website. If you do want add-ons, all I type is 2.4.3 TBC add-on and then type in Atlas Loot, and I'm sent to these websites. Oh, whilst I'm here, Curseforge is often a website, or WowAce. I knew it would be here. These websites are essentially the same. It's just got a different skin, Curseforge.com and WowAce. Now, if you find yourself on one of these websites, make sure you're downloading the right version. You want to go to 2.4.3, and then these will be the game versions. You can see there's a big spike in downloads for this version because this is the one that everyone uses for not only the last patch in retail, WoW, Burning Crusade, but also private server users mostly use this version. So make sure you're downloading the right version, okay? And this doesn't even, oh, it does go back to 2.4.3. Oh, this is only showing 243. Okay. Okay, so where were we? Add-ons. So that's how you get your add-ons, basically. There are a few other websites that show add-ons as well. The profession guides aren't that good on this website, unfortunately. I don't like saying things are bad, but one thing about their profession guides is that there is a star system, so you can rate the guide. Anything under 5 stars is not going to be great. Anything 3 stars or below is just going to be, you're going to be spending more money than you need to. It's going to be like, a lot of these guides are just vanilla guides with 75 extra skill tacked on the end, ignoring all the new TBC patterns that you can get, which can drastically make leveling the profession easier. For example, this says 1 to 375. It's just got all this, you have to read all of this crap when you just want to list, and it's probably not even giving you the information or the cheapest way or alternatives, which is what you really want in a profession guide. Anyway, I digress. Next, Baron's Chat. Now, this is a nice website that I think I started hearing about just before Classic launched. So this has some nice Classic content, but they also have TBC content as well, although it's on a much smaller scale. Now, I imagine that as we go towards Burning Crusade launch, there'll be more stuff coming on this website. For example, you can see the professions are here and the class guides are not here yet. The raid guides are tier 4 currently, and I'm sure there's going to be more on the way. But this is, again, I think this is better quality because it's more current information. These guides are more recently written than the ones over at Legacywow.com. Like, these are old, I think. So here you can see Nightbane in Kara and the kind of content you can expect from the boss guides. What I'd really want is some pictures and a bit more information when it comes to strategy or alternative strategies, what particular classes and specs can do within the encounter. Ideally, from a raid encounter guide, I'd want to be able to one-shot the boss, assuming it's not like an endgame boss. If you're a competent player, or just if you're a robot or someone, just imagine reading the guide, knowing what to do, and then you do the fight and you one-shot it. Obviously, you know, hard fights, that's not going to be possible, but do you know what I mean? You need to be given everything you need to know, and it'd be a lot more in depth. Anyway, the Wayback Machine. Now, this is a really good, amazing website, not only for World of Warcraft, although that's what I basically use it for. You can type in things like old URLs for 2008 WoW forum posts and actually get something to read before Blizzard nuked the old forums. An example of this is worldofwarcraft.com. This is an old Burning Crusade private server project, and there was a lot of community behind this, and you can go onto the forums and actually trawl through and see what people were talking about. I don't know why I'm on the role-playing page, but you can see that the website through the Wayback Machine is somewhat working. However, you do have to wait sometimes for the web page to load, and just like this, not all web pages within the Wayback Machine do load. It's only the ones that were cached at the time. So you can see that the mechanics and classes, the topics were saved. You can go here and read some of the articles which have been saved. Question about healing, and here's a Warlock guide. So this goes for any website that is no longer up and running. Things like Tank Spot, things like Elitist Jerks, things like the official WoW forums from 2008. All of that is accessible to some degree, and the more popular the article or the website is, the more likely you are to have a good snapshot. For example, this Warlock guide only has one snapshot, whereas the forums here has more. Yes, this one has multiple snapshots because this is just worldofwarcraft.com/forums. It's a much more trafficked page, so there are more snapshots of it. Okay, so going forward, DKP minus. This is a website that I see a lot of the time in the Google search results when I'm looking for things TBC related. However, trawling through the website now, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot going on. There are some guides, but they seem fairly low in number. I think this is maybe used mostly for the very popular add-ons. There might be a forum post as well with this. And that's where I come to this website most of the time. Okay, so there is a load of content on this website. Anyway, DKP minus is a web resource that you can use as well. Baron's Chat, we spoke about this earlier. Oh, I know why this is here. Because it links through here with some of the guides. If you click on TBC guides, it redirects you. Well, some of the guides I was looking on earlier before doing this video redirect you. Like the fishing guide is redirecting you to Baron's Chat. This is a specific Reddit post from Classic WoW for all your classic needs on Reddit. I was talking about the web archive earlier. This is a really useful Reddit thread that has all of the web archive links for basically the best guides for different classes and their roles. So, an example, Moonkin. If you ever wanted to play a Moonkin and know the intricacies, you can click on this Wayback Machine link to Elitist Jerks. Now, if you haven't heard of Elitist Jerks, Elitist Jerks is a website as well as a guild. One of the players you may have heard from the guild is Ian Hazakostas. He now works for Blizzard and has worked for Blizzard for quite a while. Anyway, he was one of the core members of the guild Elitist Jerks, and they also had their website. And you've also got the Prot Warrior Guide, for example, which has so much information, really, really useful information. So you can see the difference in quality between some of these low-tier guides and an actual guide from back in the day. This has some information on a lot of the endgame bosses even, and it doesn't just gloss over. It actually tells you why certain items and stats are useful, instead of just, here's your bis list, be done with it. Okay, what else do we have? I think we are about there. So if there are any other websites or anything TBC related that you think that I missed with this video, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, make sure you're subscribed if you want to see some YouTube content from me. One thing that I was wanting to a sneak peek is, are Edgemasters handguards still useful in TBC? There are some topics on forums that I see from time to time which I find very interesting, and it's websites like Reddit and forums in general, as well as me playing on private servers, playing Burning Crusade. Here's my Moonkin or Feral Druid, whatever. Some interesting topics do come up every now and then, and I do think that not enough attention is being brought to some of the like the higher end. Like, I'm not saying I'm the highest end raider in the world, but I have been playing Burning Crusade for, I don't know, 7-8 years on private servers. So I do know a thing or two, and you know, I'd like to make some TBC content and have fun exploring it with you guys and thinking about what we can expect from Blizzard's Burning Crusade, as well as private servers in the meantime. Anyway, I'm just rambling now. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye.